to help you to make that green. Yo, they gotta let your crypto king showing you how to invest and live your dreams. So for those of you who wanna make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that green. Yo.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the Crypto Kings live stream, our weekly live stream, guys. If you are the first time joining us, consider subscribing, guys, and all the OGs, smash that like button. We only had like 20 minutes to market this stream today, so smash that like button. Let's bump this up in the algorithm. We have an action-packed show, obviously market analysis as always. We got to talk about some gems that we are in that we think have huge potential, and as well, a long time awaited long-term ape of the day by B Roots. So I'm excited for it. B Roots, how you feeling, my man?
What's up? It's your boy B Roots. That's right. Back on YouTube, the number one show on YouTube for Alpha. We are giving Alpha week in and week out, and the gains are showing for it. Damn straight it is.
Woo! Absolutely, man. Let's just give a shout out to the audience real quick while this room fills up. Hexicorn, Alpha Income, and you damn straight, girl. If it's a girl, either way, but it sounded like girls. Hey, what up, Jay Gagan? Jay Gagan on vacation. Stopped in to say, let's go, Kings. Man, good to see you, Jake. We got the Evermoon army in here. And where's Dixon, man? Is Dixon not in here today? Hex G Unit in the house. We got Hexy Quinn, as always, showing up, showing love. Goo God as well, and much more, guys. So smash that like button. Let's get this up. Like I said, we have very little time to advertise this, but we have an action-packed show today, guys. Some gems on Ethereum. We've been mostly on PulseChain, but PulseChain's doing its thing. It's accumulating. It's going to take a little time. That thing is going to go. We're loading up our bags. I'm still accumulating. B Roots has his bags packed, ready to moon, but I'm accumulating. But in the meantime, guys, we're making some good ETH gains, and I'm funneling that money right over to PulseChain. But either way, man, we got some alpha today, and I want to talk about a project that's coming on Shill Tank tomorrow. B Roots, why don't you go ahead and start and talk about this project? You were around during the SafeMoon run. I caught the very end of it. Talk about it.
Damn, bro, you don't want to talk about how the market get bullish first? You're just going to go straight up into it, huh?
Yeah, we should probably take a step back. I got too excited, man.
Slow down. Calm yourself. Shit.
So I'm drinking some good stuff, man. Some energy.
Yeah, you're all over the place. All right, man. Let's do
some market analysis first. Let's talk about the bullishness of the market. I'm just excited about Evermoon, man. Everyone's in here pumping it up. We're probably gonna have one of the biggest shill tanks we've had in a while. So it's cool to see the Evermoon gang up in the house.
Yeah, let's see here.
He even got the energy. Damn straight. The printer Scrooge. Oh, I thought it said the Evermoon on fire. Let's go. Dude, Evermoon's had a strong community from the beginning. I've been watching that, and I'm excited to talk about it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Right.
Was that a badu or a good one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't like to see that. Sounds good, though.
Of course, we're still on PulseChain, my guy. You should have listened to the intro. We mess around with ETH plays. We love ETH. We love PulseChain. Obviously, PulseChain is the one we believe is going to be the generational wealth. I love to get gains on ETH, and I think you can hit a mooner left and right. I'm funneling all my gains right over to PulseChain. Evermoon is the one.
All right. You see this?
Yep.
All right. So what we did last week is we drew a triangle, and we tried to break out of that triangle 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row. And as you can see, we went all the way up to 31,818 and closed it at 30,168. Now, the reason why I said ooh is because of this candle. Anytime you see an upside down cross, it's like The Exorcist. You don't want to be next to it because that ain't good, bro. Like when you see that cross turn upside down, nothing's good about that, man. Nothing is good about that. Usually the next candle breaks down from there. So I do think we see a return to this 29 area. I don't think this breaks but it wouldn't surprise me if we break this, test here, and then just poof, right back up into that triangle. Because I do think this triangle is a little too early to break down. You usually want to break down 80 to 90% in the candle. So usually probably the end of July is probably when you want to break out or break up. So I do think right here is going to break down to scare people back down to the 29 area, maybe 29.5 potential, 29 to 29.5. This is support. It's a support line, and we've already broken out of it, and we got a triangle, and we got a big support line right here. So I do think everyone looks at $30,000 as a psychological number, but it's really right here at this 29 to 29.5 area. I don't want to see the low break that. Once it breaks that, then you know where our next support is. Woo, down here. So
What's that number?
that number is 25.5. So as you can see, this is a bullish pattern, but a bearish sign. Now, I don't want to scare anybody because I'm still bullish on a lot of things, but let's just see some weekly candles that looks like that. Right here. Here's one. That right there. It's not fully like a cross because it's like right there, but it overshot it to the upside a little bit. But look what happened after that. Bam, bam, and bam, 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 bam. Never recovered from that. So don't necessarily get too excited because I told you last time that, hey, there is a possibility we correct first before we go up. Let's see here. That one was kind of one, but it faked you out and then broke down. But either way, if you got out right here, you killed the bear. You killed the bull market. If you got in and got out right here and just said, nope, I'm staying out. I'm staying out, even no matter what you said, bam, you're in profit. Bam, you're in profit. Bam, you're in profit. Bam, profit, 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 profit. So you're still killing it right there. I do remember one in the middle of the bull market. That was scary. Here's one right here. This was it right here. So this was in 2018, 19, I believe. Yeah, 2019. Sad, that crazy that I remember all that. But look at that. That was not the low of that bear market, that bull market, excuse me. So you had a chance to get out at 10,000, Corona dump. So if you want to, these upside down crosses are a symbol of a correction. Usually, especially on the weekly time frame. So when I see that, I say, all right, let me get ready because something could be up. Or I know that something could be up and I'm prepared for it. So I don't make a bad decision. And that's what I see right here. It's not big. So I don't think it's monstrous if it happens at all because it's inside of a bullish pattern. But what you call this pattern right here or this candle right here is a gravestone doji. And usually red comes after it. So you got that right there, but this is support right here. If we break this support, we got this. But in the end, man, this is what matters. This line right here, the 300-week moving average is creeping up into this little range that I made. The most bearish scenario is in this area, but it's actually a bullish scenario because 20,006 to 21.3. When we zoom out a little bit more, you can see that's a lot of support right there. That is support galore. All the way from November 2020. So I would like, it would be more bullish. I want to tell you right now. It looks bad right now, but I'll let you know right now off the bat, it would be very bullish if we retested this area, this previous all-time high, or this previous high right here, and just bounced off of it. It'd be very bullish. And what it would look like, a W formation. Bam, 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 and start coming its way out. So, but I don't think we're there. That's getting ahead of ourselves right now. But this is a bearish candle.
Nice, man.
Time frame. But we're still within our triangle. So.
And we got some news coming up and stuff. I know we're not big news, but it's the CPI or whatever. But we'll see how that goes. Either way, man, meme coins are going to run, whether it's bearish or bullish, but obviously supporting with some bullish sentiment of Bitcoin, and it just lifts the market up. Do you want to do PulseChain TA real quick, or do you want to do that towards the end of the show?
We can do that towards the end.
Okay, cool, man. Well, since I got so far ahead of myself, because I was excited because the Evermoon chart is pumping right now. They just had a nice breakout. I said we jump into that right off the bat. We got the Evermoon army in the house, and yeah, man, I've been seeing this project. We kind of had this reflections meta come out on PulseChain and on ETH, and Evermoon's kind of taking the top spot, holding a nice floor, in the high market cap and the tokenomics. You're just constantly earning these reflections, and everyone knows that SafeMoon did insane gains. Obviously, it didn't end well. It was, it turned out to be potentially scam, but Everyone's looking to take that spot, take that market cap, and do SafeMoon gains. So,
as you can see, I've had this chart up, so I've already played with it a little bit. What you're seeing is what I said about PulseChain. You're seeing a W formation coming, and that is a bullish formation. It needs to get above this line right here. Let's just say that. Gets over this, boy. This is game time. Let's look at more on the daily. Yeah, see, it's formatting a lot prettier on the daily. So you see that. You saw the big breakdown back in June. People had time to take some profits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could have sold anywhere up here, down here, and came out and doubled your money back to bring it back up for more reflections, more profit. But what I'm seeing right here is a pickup. You're seeing this. Woo. You usually see this doji that happen. That's a scary candle. This right here is a sign of indecision. Sign of indecision. Sign of indecision. Sign of indecision. But what you're seeing with that indecision is it go down and get back up. And someone tried to dump it down and boop, goes back up. Someone tries to dump it down, boop, goes back up. So when I see 3 indecisions in a row, and then I see a candle after it break the tops of all those indecisions, usually you're going up. That's simple. So as you're going up, you see a W coming out. See a W forming out of it. And I think this thing goes. I want to see this. I want to see it break this. And I don't want to see it to just go. I want to see a break. And then I want to see a retest. And I want to see another W out of that. So out, retest it, and then go out. And then when I see that, that means likely this all-time high is going to get just demolished. But I like what I see. I like that I see that, hey, this created a low, and right there was a higher low. Just slightly a higher low from that level. That's all you need. That doesn't matter how high of a higher low. It just means that it created a higher low. So that is very, very bullish. It's set up to go right now. Let's zoom out a little bit in the weekly. Yeah, that's bullish. That just had a blow off top is all that happened. Bam, wow. Someone big took profits, or a group of people took profits. But look what happened on a weekly time frame. up and to the right.
Look at that trend line.
I see the trend line happening right now. Oh, so now look at this. See even something better. An ascending triangle. So the whole thing is basically trending up. It got out, bam, boofed out of it, tried to go up out of it again, but got pushed down, and it's slowly going up. But over week, and that is the most important thing, week over week, it is creating higher lows. So I think this thing is ready to bust out of this either this week or next week and start fighting with these areas right here. So that's an area I want to see.
And you're seeing some whales kind of come in. You had an 8.6 ETH ape just a little while ago. So, definitely some big boys coming into this, people loading up and kind of looking like a slow mooner for now. But I think when this thing really catches on, I think it's going to go. And obviously people chase green candles. We know this.
Perfectly that works out. When you look at the weekly, I said, all right, I want to get above this because each candle's a week. So I'm figuring that, damn, you had a lot of play with this area right here. So that's why I said I want to get over this. So I hit the 3-day, there's a little more. Boom, boom, boom. When I hit it on the daily, bam, you can see that is a touchy point right there. So up, test it, went back up, test it, over it, test it, over it, broke down, retested it, got back down, tried to go above it, got smashed down, tried to go above it, got smashed down. So this area right here, once this area is broke, so I want to see this maybe it comes up to here, gets smashed down to here, and then W on out of here and new all-time highs. And it's funny, when I look on the weekly part of it, say that it does play out, go up here, bang, then break out of it. Look at that September, October area. So I everything's kind of panning out to that, go away, sell in May, go away, and come back in the fall. Everything's kind of playing that. So don't get upset if we come up here and get rejected. It's bullish because it's creating higher highs. It's bullish. The best thing to practice in all of TA is higher highs. Because as long as I see that happening, higher highs, higher lows, lower highs. As long as I know that that's that, I can sit back and just gain my reflections and be cool. But yeah, Evermoon, for those who don't know, is let's go here, bam. It's kind of the ERC version of safemoon. So we know safemoon, had a big hack over the bear market. We do know safemoon had some issues within their community, whether the team was just draining money the whole time. There's a lot of FUD with safemoon. Evermoon comes on board and is like, we're going to do it right. So
yeah, and I hear the dev team's experience, and one of the comments said, early sniper whales took profit. Evermoon distribution is so much healthier. The second leg up now. So that's good to see as well.
Oh yeah. So what I saw is I stepped back and I just watched. And I think that was the huge thing. I sat back and I watched. Community stayed strong. That's huge. Especially during times where you see price kind of corrects a little bit. Community stays strong. The second thing is the chart. The chart speaks for itself. Most coins go up, then die. Well, this thing's been out for what, 2 months now? And it's just been killing it. So it was a no-brainer for us to kind of talk about it. So some of the tokenomics, 1% of each transaction, there's a 5% tax. 1% goes to buybacks. 1% goes to marketing. 1% goes to liquidity provision.
which we love to see.
1% goes into reflections, and then 1% of it makes it deflationary. So this is set to win over the long term. If too many people sell, they have money to buy it back. You need people talking about it. So 1% goes into marketing. Liquidity is one of the most important things. If you're a whale, if you're a big player, you want to know if you can go in and out of this coin. So 1% goes into liquidity provision. But at the same time, if you're not as big as a whale, you can creep up into the rankings by just hodling. So 1% goes in redistribution. Man, tongue twister right there. Redistribution right there. So 1% goes to there. Maybe you're not a big position. Maybe you're like, I want to get in the top 100. The best way to climb up in the rankings without spending money is hodling. Why? Because those larger players take profit. They leave moon bags, and that creeps you up into the rankings. And then deflationary. This makes it bullish, especially for this. You're gaining coins, but coins are leaving the system. So as it gets traded back and forth, it becomes more scarce. So this is a very, very good tokenomics for a meme coin. And you saw what SafeMoon did over there on BNB. If you look at the top in SafeMoon versus the top in Evermoon, 1700x potential from here. From here. And that's why I see why the community is so strong. And I see why the price is holding where it's at. Because basically, it's like the Ethereum SafeMoon done right.
Yep.
So I like it, man.
Yeah, it's definitely got a solid team too. I just hear good things. I aped in pretty early, not that early. When Poe called it, I was a little late to the party. I took a little out, and I didn't even realize I had like a little moon bag, and it actually grew just because of the reflections. And then, obviously, guys, they're sponsoring Shield Tank. They sponsored Shield Tube, so we're excited, man, to have them on tomorrow to speak about the project. And it's a project, man, that has longevity, and that's what we like to see. They overlasted their first pump. They had their people taking profit, and now they're creeping back up, forming that beautiful W that Beerus showed right there. And these are types of projects that it's kind of a slow mooner, and then it just takes off, and you can't even catch the boat. So
there you go, right here. There's that gravestone doji. Like that gravestone doji says.
Right there, yeah.
And what happened? Like that thing says, "Get out the way," because it's coming. And this was over 3 days, so you gotta kind of look at. You saw what I was just doing there. I was kind of looking, for different hints and keys to go up. Like right here, I like to see this right here. Bam! Got slammed down, picked right back up. So they're trying to slam it down. There's people trying to slam it down, but it's just getting bought right back up. But when I saw that 3-day gravestone doji, my instinct would be to get a portion out and buy back in. And over the 3 days, you saw nothing but dumping. And at the end of that candle, if I'm still a fan at 0.017, I'd buy back at the end of this candle. And that right there is almost 50% of your sellout back in. And then, you'd be feeling good about it. And right now you're feeling good about it. You know why? Because if you bought back in, you're almost back up. Almost a double from what you bought when you sold out. So just a little more right there gets you a double from you buying back in. So there's nothing wrong with playing the laws of meme coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And even if you're like, no, I'm not going to play it. As soon as I see that, that's just like getting out on 6. And then boom, buy back in. And now you're up and you're supporting the coin. So It looks good, man. It's right now, it looks like it's Wing out. This is a bullish project for the long haul. I like what I see, especially when you look at the SafeMoon top. And there's more moon. Here's the crazy thing. There's more money on Ethereum than there is on BNB as far as
Absolutely.
APRs go. So
Absolutely. And
cool.
shout out to 619 Vibes. Almost 18% of supply is burnt forever. The burn wallet is also gets the most reflections. Supply shock incoming. So I'd love to see that as well. Supply shock would be a huge huge catalyst to get that thing just flying. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, guys, we'll tune in tomorrow. Make sure you guys check out Shill Tank. If you guys haven't already set your reminder on Shill Tank, it is pinned to both of our pages. Make sure you guys go do that. We're going to have some core team members coming on tomorrow to speak, and hopefully they're going to have some good alpha for us, man. I'm excited for it. Strong community, great fundamentals, great tokenomics, and you'll be hearing a lot more about Evermoon from us.
100%.
So.
Good coin. Good coin.
Good. All right, man. A coin that Beards you found early, man. Like it's just you have the best luck, bro. Like I'll be staring at charts for hours, and you really like won't even look. And you'll just pop on one night at like 2 a.m. Of course, when I'm sleeping, and text me in the middle of the night when I don't wake up, and bam, you find the freaking next 1000x potential gem. So let's talk about it, man. Hoppy.
Nailed it, bro. Hoppy is strong right now.
Strong narrative.
But first, before I even get on that, let's just talk about what Hoppy is, man. Oh, I was just about to end this stream. Hit the wrong button. All right, let's go right here.
I've got an awesome story to share about the legendary Hoppy the Frog. Not many people know about Hoppy. Back in 2004, before Pepe the Frog became the internet sensation it is today, there was Hoppy, my very first ever froggy creation. I really was just a teenager trying to find my creative groove. Hoppy was my cool green buddy, full of personality and charm, and little did I know that he would be the catalyst for Pepe's eventual online explosion. As I poured my heart into developing Hoppy, I began to realize the power of simple characters and their ability to captivate hearts. Hoppy's infectious energy and lovable nature laid the groundwork for what would eventually become the iconic Pepe the Frog. Hoppy evolved into something extraordinary. He really is Pepe before Pepe, but amidst all the Pepe hype, I never forgot the roots. Hoppy, my froggy friend, he was the one who set me on this incredible journey. He taught me the value of simplicity and the importance of creating characters that resonate deeply with others. Without Hoppy, Pepe wouldn't be who Pepe is today. Hoppy is the true root of all of these internet memes. I've got an awesome story to share about the legendary Hoppy.
When that came out, bro, I was like, yo.
And let's just be transparent, man. Like we don't 100% know if that video is verified. Not to be bearish, but I just we're not sponsored by them. But I also want to pull one thing up, Beards, before you pull up that chart that is just bullish real quick. This is on actually Matt Fury's page right now, his Twitter page. You can check it out. This is his official Twitter page, The Real Thing. And this is what is pinned on his page right here. Almost 800 likes, guys. And this is Hoppy, of course. So I just wanted to clarify that, Beards, but go ahead with the chart.
Yeah. The chart? It's bullish. I mean, obviously, I tweeted down here in this area, sitting nice. When I look at the 12-hour, the 12-hour looks like it had its first red candle, and it did have some volume. It looks like, though, at the end of this candle, now this candle just ended 3 minutes ago. Now, if this is the low, what we just saw, and it makes its way up, this basically looks like, let's see here.
Count those candles too. That was 6 candles.
This basically looks like, I can't really find anything with it. Yeah, right here. So you see how it has a red candle, and then it just sets its way up, and a red candle, and it carries. So what we could be seeing is this candle right here, or this candle right here, just on the 12-hour chart.
And it's fighting that $10 million market cap, which, a lot of coins have issues. It went to almost, I think, 14. sold off last night a little bit. People took profit. So that 10 million market cap is crucial. But after that, I think it's going to go.
I want to see it get over this line right here. So it'll hit over this line and went here, create a higher, lower high, a higher low, and then boom. But then it broke down from it. So there's a little fighting going on with people taking profits at this level. But if we come back over this, it rarely gives you a second chance to get rejected twice. So it's either going to come up here and break down, which I don't think it will happen. What happened? Or it's going to go. And if it goes, I think it creates a new all-time high because people will be confident. Because if we go up here in this area, I think more buyers come in, and then boom, we creep out of that. When you look at it on the daily perspective, we're only on day 3. So when you look at the daily perspective, it just looks like you just retested it. And if it goes up and keeps going up and then creates another high, it's another green candle. So that's how I like to look at it. Let's look at it on the 3-day perspective. The 3-day perspective ends tonight. So it ends tonight. So what I would like to see is by the end of this candle, if in the 3-day candle come up here, ends here, and then on the next candle, which starts tonight, comes down and tests that level on the daily perspective and on the 12-hour perspective, it would look like this. It would break out of it, come back down, retest it, and then go. Whew, this thing's bullish. Like right now, if there's any time, I'm not financial advice.
Never.
But if there's any time you wanted to get in without as much fear of getting killed on the price, it's actually right here. So let me tell you about why. You're lower than the $10 million market cap. If it breaks down from here, my stop loss would probably be this right here. I really wouldn't lose much, but that would be my stop loss. So if I got in right here and decide to get out, I really don't lose that much. However, the potential to the upside, we all know where Pepe went. So the potential for the upside is huge. But what happens is you're you're confident, very, very confident as the price goes up above your level and then does that retest I told you about, and it's still above your level. You are confident at this part right here. So if it breaks down and goes down and once it tests a little lower, it can do that. But then you would just get out right here. You could get out right here. But if buys start coming in soon and you miss this opportunity to get at an $8-9 million market cap, when it goes up and retests, it's not going to retest $9 million market cap. It's going to retest that $10 million market cap. And you're going to feel very confident about being in your position as it keeps going up. And that's when the gains comes in. This is how you buy green candles. I made that, or buy, green candles. You buy the retest, and it'll usually go a little bit lower than the retest. And then when it goes up, you're confident. So you get a lot of people like, oh, I bought. You shill it when it's too high. Why are you still shilling it? It's a $10 million market cap. Let's buy Hoppy. Let's buy Hoppy's friend. Let's
Hoppy
buy
2.0.
Like
Hoppy
Hoppy 2.0. Nah, babes. If you wouldn't, how happy would you be if you bought Pepe at a $10 million market cap? You'd be pretty damn happy.
Bro, I saw it at 7 million.
You'd be a Pepe Maxi. Well, I'm not going to say Hoppy is the next Pepe, but the narrative is strong. The narrative is there, and the community is there, and it's being built right now. The volume, $5.78 million in volume. Liquidity, $412,000. You can get out very easily. You can cash out 8, 9, 10 ETH very easily. So the bulls, the bulls and the big money like that. They can throw in 10 ETH right now. Just bam, like it's nothing. Throwing in 20 G's. And they know when they triple, quadruple that money, they can sell their 10 out and just ride it free easily because the liquidity is there.
Yeah.
So everything's lining up. The liquidity, the market cap. Let's look at the wallets. That's big right now. 3,000 wallet holders strong. That's about 1,000 a day. Holders, I like that. Not a single person over, well, we got one person over 3%. But have they sold? That's the big question. Let's see if they sold anything. No, they got in and they never sold.
Could that be the deployer? Maybe just not.
Nah, it would. Well, it might be. No, it would show. Nope, they're not. Only ends.
They've been just buying it up.
Yep. They bought and they just held. And it's not like it's like an inactive wallet or anything. It's only been 3 days and they've been going out. So they're feeling very comfy right now. Let's look at the second highest wallet. See if they've taken any profit. Nope. He likes Pepe though. He's very active. So he's taking a little bit of profit. Looks like on day 2. So he's a pretty big holder, but that's okay. Pepe 2.0. He's got Hoppy in there. So he's doing pretty well. Other than that, man, it looks good. I think Hoppy has a chance. It just has to go. It has to be ready to go. It might be willing to take that next thing. Like here's the next. If you're lucky, this is a big risk too. Right there is a dip to buy. If you are lucky to get that. That's another 50% down. I don't know if it goes that low. That would be crazy. Like I would buy. I'm buying right here. If that goes, if it gives me another 50% off, I would buy that. But I don't know. It'd be. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll definitely check it out, guys. Like we said, never financial advice. And
yeah, it's getting billed right there. Who bought that? Someone just took a 2 ETH buy. So it's like when there's, I don't know if they let it get this low. I think you got a lot of people watching this, and this is the key. You got a lot of people watching that. I want that 50% off. And if they don't get it, they're buying up here. So those are the 2 most important levels right there for Hoppy.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, guys, stay tuned too. We have a basically long-term ape of the day, sub 1 mil market cap. So if you guys are looking for something, not financial advice, we're just going to present it, let you guys know we got in, and you guys do what you want from there. But what's next, Beards? Because I just be jumping around with my ADD.
Yeah, you do. Evermoon, Hoppy.
Did you want to talk about Mike?
Let's
real
talk
quick?
about it. You want to go in it?
I don't care. I mean, it's a lot, but it's up to you.
Yeah, you can go into it.
Okay. About the ape of the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hoppy.
All right, let me pull up the chart here. All right, guys. So, ape of the day, guys. If you're looking for something, we haven't been doing ape of the days for a while. This is more of a long-term thing. They've been around for a while. They've established themselves. They have a very cool bot. It's got a good narrative, in my opinion. So we're gonna pull this up real quick, so you guys can check it out.
147 people. Wait. We got 147 people. How many likes we got, man?
Yeah, we gotta get
How
the likes
many
up.
likes we got? Y'all slacking on likes. They might not be slacking. We got a good community, so they don't slack usually. 66 likes.
Oh, we can get that
We
up.
gotta get at least half, man. You gotta get 50% at least. 75.
Let's get 75 likes, guys. Smash that like if you want to see this
Like,
ape of the day.
I will smash it with you. Bam, that's 60, 74. Man.
And if you hate us and all the plays that we're in, smash it 3 times.
That's right.
We appreciate the haters too, man.
So you can smash the thumbs down button 3 times.
All right, let me know when we get to that spot, and then we will pull up the chart, guys. This is a fun project.
Hoppy. Whew, I do think that it's got a lot of potential to be a competitor. You know, the Shiba Inu was the big one, but then there was Floki Inu. There was what other Inus? There was Hawk Inu. Man, there's so many Inus that went into the billions of market cap. So Hoppy, man, could be big gains for the bull market. I like it.
Yeah,
I think we're there.
I mean, you definitely need to, you know, just to continue to diverse your portfolio, you know, and you know, I mean, whether that's not just on ETH either. That's not just on PulseChain, I believe, and that's why we get a lot of hate for it. But guess what? We get these gains even in the bear market. When everyone was on PulseChain, we were getting gains. When they were sacrificed and waiting and in Hex, we were getting gains. All right, let's go ahead and bring up the ape of the day, guys. I'm going to pull this up right now. Here is the chart. It is awoke. Awoke, guys. So check this out right here. This is the chart. These guys have been around for a little while, just kind of creeping up, kind of under the radar. This is something that really nobody's been talking about right here. Let's pull up a little longer, the 4 hour. So it's just recently kind of spiraled up and it kind of caught our attention. So we were like, yo, let's check this out. And I mean, I honestly like the agenda. We're not, I mean, the narrative and what they're doing, we're not going to get too political with it, but it's a very funny bot. So look at that, guys. This is the daily chart. So this thing came out in the 15th of June. And so it's been around for a little while, and it's just been holding, accumulating right here. And then bam, right on the 12th of July, which is just a couple days ago, this thing just took off. Bunch of green candles. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably going to come down a little right here, get corrected, and then bam, this thing could go. So let's go ahead and just take a look at the website. Did that pull up, or I need to switch it real quick?
Nah, just copy and paste the address bar on the. Oh, no, you don't got to do all that. Yeah, you just copy and paste the address bar and put it into the one that's open.
Yeah. All right. So let's take a look at the website right here. All right. Awoke, the anti-woke free speech coin. About Awoke, you know, you got your Chad right here. Awoke is a free speech cryptocurrency project. We take a stand for traditional values against the woke mind virus. Awoke is going to troll radical gender advocates who aim to pervert the culture and our children. Which, man, talk about a narrative right now. Like, you have Sound of Freedom in the movie theaters. This is a huge problem. You know, we're not going to go too far into this, but, you know, child sex trafficking and just all this stuff getting pushed on the kids, you know, is it's an issue right now because men dressing up like women is cringy. The Awoke token powers the community, the development team, and Twitter AI chat technology. So the chat bot they have, guys, you can basically tag them and it will come up with a response. And honestly, it's not like real mean. It's not like hate speech. It's not cussing, but it just responds in a funny way. And it's just kind of trolling. So it's fun to do. Obviously, you have, you know, Clown World, your Twitter thing, and they put all kinds of stuff. And so basically, if you are against that, if you don't like what you see, you don't want to write out a big explanation, you don't want to let your emotions get involved, you just tag the chat bot technology, and they come up with a great response. Awoke will use memes and AI chat technology to clown the woke agenda Gender isn't a feeling. Taking hormones and cutting off their dick doesn't turn you into a woman. The Awoke project has serious plans, and the team is backing to become a top 5 crypto meme token by market cap. So there it is, guys. You got your taxes, 4 and 4, locked and renounced, supply 690 billion. So I like it, man. I think it's an issue right now. I don't know what everyone's political agenda, but most people in cryptocurrency are definitely against, freedom of speech. I mean, they're with freedom of speech, and they're kind of against this woke agenda, because cryptocurrency is kind of, especially, man, I remember going to like the Bitcoin conference. You definitely have people that are really anti-woke. So I think it's a good narrative, and I think it's a project that is just getting started. The team's strong, B-Roots, and you could talk about that a little bit. They have some big plans for some, a big marketing push. And like I said, guys, we kind of waited for the right time. This thing had a 5-day run, a little correction right now. So if you're looking to get in a token sub $1 million market cap, definitely just do your own research and take a look at this. Play with the bot a little bit. The bot's fun. So.
Yeah, you're seeing these response bots. You're seeing tech and Twitter is, when it comes to social media, I see a lot of stuff coming towards Twitter. And, freedom of speech is being pushed with Elon. And that's a good thing. That is actually a good thing. For us to say we can't have freedom of speech, and those who are, woke to have their freedom of speech, it's a good thing. Let them speak the way they feel, just like, someone else can speak the way they feel. That's not against anything, but the ability to troll them and the ability to, not get so, let's say, argumentative over Twitter, but you can troll them and piss them off through this bot. It's kind of funny. And this has potential to go viral with the people that are against that on Twitter. And that is the key. What if somebody like Elon Musk just happens to use it, and just boom, he uses it, and then boom, prices just skyrockets. But I know Awoke, man, after speaking with them a little bit, they're ready for marketing. They're going to market this project. And I always said, coins like this, you have to get out there. You have to market. That is key. It is key because the main thing is people have to know about it. So you can't create it and just hope people buy the token and then it's just going to go up in price and, cool concept. No, you actually got to go out there and market. You got to get it into the hands of people. You got to let people know what's going on. And what I see in that chart is I see a lot of buying going on. And to me, when I see a chart like that creeps up out of nowhere and then starts to go, that means the marketing is in play. So if you're looking for something under $1 million market cap and you're crying about Hoppy's too high and Evermoon's too high, which they are not. They are micro caps. We are in a, let me look real fast. That's gonna put me on another subject. But I need to talk about this. We are in a $1.2 trillion market. $1.2 trillion market. And people are crying saying that 9 million is too high. Y'all just don't get it. And when B-Roots walks away and just bounce and be like, yo, he gave you all the tools needed to be successful. Stop looking at $8 and $7 million market caps as too high. Why? Because those are likely to be, if they're holding that, those are likely to be your $1 billion market cap coins when the full bull market is here. So you need to realize Hoppy, Evermoon, Awoke. You got to realize, I didn't get it at $100,000 market cap. I didn't get it at $200,000 market cap. The reason why you think that way is because you're a G. That's the truth. You just want to get in and get out of $1 million market cap because you're one of those people that say, "Oh, we're going to 1 million." Like I hear that, I instantly leave. I'm out. I get out. When I hear everyone saying 1 million, I'm out at 800,000. I'm taking profit at 800,000. Why? Because all y'all want to do is get at 1 million. When I look at somebody like Awoke, I spoke to them. These guys said $1 trillion market cap. Now I know that is crazy, and that is not happening. Awoke is not going to a $1 trillion market cap, but that's the mindset I wanted to hear.
You never know.
That's the mindset I want to hear, because that means they're not stopping at 100 million. If it gets there, they're not going to stop marketing and everything. These guys, to them, they're politically driven, and that's the most dangerous of all.
Yeah.
If someone's politically driven, that means they want this thing to be seen everywhere. And when you're politically driven, you have a mission. You have a goal to be seen. That's why I was like, yeah.
Well, and look at the success of like other chatbots. You had Bob, right? Ask Bob. And Bob did very well. Obviously, you know, it's Elon Musk came out and said that's not part of it, but it did very well. And you know, this narrative is going to be around for a long time. This fight is just begun as far as this. Like, we have the presidential elections coming up, you know, right around the corner. It's a year and a half away. So you know, this is going to be a narrative that's around. So Bob did very well. If you guys want to go try the bot out itself, you just go ahead and you tag their Twitter below a tweet or something that you think is woke, quote unquote woke, and just kind of you want to see what the bot does. Definitely check it out. You just tag @based reply bot and it will come up with a reply. So play with that, guys. You're going to hear more of that as well. Someone's saying the Awoke website doesn't even work.
What are you talking about?
It's a Twitter bot, bro.
You're literally just throwing it. Like we just brought it up on screen just now.
Well, I don't know if he's trying to do the bot or something on there, but it's a Twitter bot.
Well, I can give you two sections if you think 835,000 market cap is too high. There are two sections that I do think you'd be a little lucky to get to, but it's possible. It's very possible. These right here. But here's the thing. When you're under a $1 million market cap, TA works, but then again, TA doesn't work. This thing can just go. I'll bring up Hoppy to give an example. You look at this, and I can see right here, that touch. So when I bring it down to like maybe a 4 hour, it becomes a little more prevalent. So there you go. You know, maybe let's bring it up a little bit. This was a previous all-time high, and then bam, and then just bam. So right here, if I was following TA right here, and it broke out of this, I would have been like, okay, it's going to come back to here. Well, guess what? Bam. And if I was right here, I'd be like, okay, it's going to come back to here. Maybe it doesn't. Bam. And then you're just left alone waiting for these little 2 points, and it doesn't come. That's what happens when you get under when you're under $1 million market cap.
Yeah.
You're being very risky because it can just go without you and just like say, see you later. It doesn't have to visit these areas right away. It could visit this area 2-3 years when the bull market's over. like it doesn't have to at all. But when you look at this, don't get greedy when you're under $1 million market cap. And I'll give an example. whether you get in at 835,000 market cap, or let's just say this is at 600,000 market cap. Doesn't matter if later it's sitting at $100 million market cap. It's a difference of $200,000 per buy. It's not a big difference. So a lot of people get greedy and wanting these lower levels, and they might not get it. And that's the key. Because in reality, the only level I like to see retested is right here. And that's about the $1 million market cap. Once you get over here, I no longer have to retest down here. I just don't. You just have to retest here and then game over. So can't get too greedy with these guys. Like these things go, they will go without you.
And just
go ahead.
No, I just wanted to show one quick thing. Just an example of the bot guys, right? I just kind of searched something funny. Bernie Sanders, come join. Just talking about climate change. Join me live and discussing the future of the planet and where we go from here. Now, I don't know what your thought is about that. I just saw that pop up just randomly. I tagged the base reply bot, and a couple minutes after we got this reply. Sure, let's chat because discussing about climate change is much more important than acknowledging the damage that lockdowns and masks have done to our society, isn't it? So that's just one example, guys. Obviously, there's like a lot more funny posts that you could find. You know, obviously, I was kind of looking for like the protesters with climate change and stuff, people getting ran over by cars, but that's just an example, guys. So kind of play around with it. You'll see it's definitely interactive, and it's definitely something I think people are going to use a lot. So when you have a long-term narrative, that makes long-term projects, and this narrative is going to be around for a while. The bot's awesome. We've seen it work very well with Bob. So like B-Roots has said, you know, you under 1 million market cap, this thing could go without you, or you could it could hit the target and you could find that spot. So either way, guys, check it out and just take a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we have next? Where we at? Right at the hour mark. We got some PulseChain. Talk PulseChain, man.
All the PulseChain people were mad, bro. We're talking about ETH projects.
Ah, well, that's all good, man. We talk about ETH and we talk about
gains.
We talk
potential
about
gains.
Where it's at. And you know, the more we talk about, let's see here, PulseChain. I think PulseChain is just creeping its way up. Like it's just slowly creeping. Let's see here, X tools. Ooh, excuse me. PulseChain, wrap PLS. Down 5.4% on the day, sitting at 1.1. Stop screen share there. We're going to screen share this. So yeah, it's just Wing out. You know, I think it has to retest, you know, this area right here, the previous all-time high. Maybe right here.
What does that say? Where's the price on that?
You mean where's the price at?
No, the number. Just what's that number of the previous
one? It's not far at all.
Okay.
So we've created a higher low. We W'd out. There's a W pattern I was talking about. And we're creating maybe another W to inch higher. I think PulseChain is one of those ones that slowly just inches up and to the right. And before you know it, like we're higher. It's just going to slowly creep. And then like each one of these things, you're going to get like a big drop. And then slowly just creep itself up. Slowly creep. And then probably a big drop. And then picks itself up. As that happens, just more and more burning is just happening. You know, you've got 2 years of burning. So, you know, for the bull market. So I do think that, you know, this thing is doing its job. Let's see here. Wrap PLS on USDC. Yeah, that has the most volume. So I want to say that's 403 million volume. So you're seeing a lot just creeping up, down, Creeping up, down, creeping up. So PulseChain, I still think 10x November. You're really one news event away from just these type of candles again. And we never know what that news event is. And I do remember Richard Hart saying that somebody within the top 20 was going to fork over and use PulseChain. So we don't know who that is still. No one talks about that anymore, but I remember that during the streams. And he's gone quiet. So always remember that you never know what comes of things. And I do think PulseChain is one of those ones that everyone's sleeping on, including the community itself. I think they've been drawn into the 10x, 50x, and I hear a lot of people saying that. And I think a lot of people sell their coins at 10, 50x, only to miss a lot of the big X's later. And on average, all you need is 3 months, 4 months of parabolic action. When you look at 2017, XRP, let's go here. I'll show you something. Everyone thinks you got to get your gains right away. Let's look at XRP. Back in 2017, it just hovered. March 2017, bam. But then it went back down and hovered. So there's your bam. And then you go from March, right here, ready for this? From March, let's say February, 0.005, 0.006 to May, 36 cents. 0.006 to 36 cents. Let's average those goals out. 0.36 divided by 0.006. That's a 60x in a matter of February, March, April, May. 4 months. Just like that. Boom. You wait all this time. And then 4 months. Bam. And then people thought that's it. They took their profits. There's that 50x I was talking about. They take their profits. And from May all the way to November, people thought they were good. They did the right thing. So literally for almost 6 months, people thought they did the right thing.
Then bam.
And then from October, bro, to January, let's log in. To January, $3.40. So that is another 10x for them people. But think about this. So $3.06 divided by that 36 cents is the 8.5x. But $3.06 from 0.006 is a 510x. The difference between a 10x and a 510x was waiting another 5 months. Now you see what I say. People are going to get used to hearing 10x, 50x, and they're going to throw away the crazy number, just like they did with XRP. And every other coin, there's so many coins I can name that situation that happened. It happened to Matic, happened to BNB, it happened to Nano back in 2017, Bitcoin Cash. Like every coin that had its run into the top 10, it has happened to. It went up for 6 months. People thought it was over, and it went up another 10x. It happened to me in SHIB. I sold the second to last pump, and I got a 12,000x.
Well, you could have
I
had.
did a 12,000x.
You could have
I
had what?
did 120,000x.
Wow.
Think about that. I killed it. I smashed it. But I could have, instead of a 12,000x, I could have had 120,000x. Like, I made life-changing gains. But I would have had ultra FU money from that additional 10x. So many of you have never had that situation happen to you before. So most likely, no matter what I say, you're probably going to do it. And then you're going to need another cycle to really get you over that hump. Because I'm going to let you know right now, I will be in the back scenes at that first to the last one. I'm gone. I'm be in the back scenes. But best believe your boy knows how to hold for that big boy, because I've witnessed it with my eyes. I've played the XRP run. I played that run and I actually capitalized on that run. But I played it. I've done it twice. I did it with XRP in 2017, and I also did it with SHIB. The only difference between those two cycles, the first cycle, I didn't keep my money. I kept investing in it. The next cycle, I did really well. I kept my money, I sacrificed my money, and I degened with my money. So I did very, very well that second time. The third time, best believe I'm going to capitalize super hard, because none of this stuff, none of these dumps matter to me. I'm numb to dumping. It doesn't affect me anymore at all. It only affects the noobs. So I can only give you the tools. I can only tell you the way. You have to do the buy button and the buying, and you have to hit the sell button and do the selling. It's up to you to take the information that you're given and apply it. I'm not the one to blame. I'm not the one to celebrate when the price goes up, just like I'm not the one to blame when the price goes down. That's it.
Absolutely, man. Well, that was a great stream, bro. Solid hour and 10 minutes. Definitely a lot of plays today, guys. Just, you might have to rewatch that, just digest it. A lot of research that you guys should do on your own, and just check that out. Tomorrow we're gonna have Shill Tank 12:30 Eastern, so make sure you guys tune into that. Sponsored by Evermoon. And we're gonna see that trend line just keep creeping up, man. I'm excited for them to come on and speak. I want to hear more about it from some strong community members who've been in it from the beginning, and just the devs working hard, man. And the tokenomics, you know, they're set to make that thing move and longevity. So thanks again, guys, and we will see you guys, like I said, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. We'll be off Wednesday. We have probably a really bullish week coming up, but we shall see. Keep your eye out on the markets, and definitely get your positions, man. This is going to be a time now where you need to get in on your high conviction plays, because soon they're going to all take off.
Yeah, I'll make a quick announcement. I'm going to speak about Awoke probably on Twitter in about an hour or two, maybe. So that's just that.
Take it for what it is.
That's what it is. I'll talk about it. Evermoon, I'm buying dips. Hoppy, if I get a nice dip, I'm buying it. There's some other plays I like that I'm seeing, but what I'm doing, people, is I'm setting myself up for the big run. Yes, there were coins. That's going to be coins that pop up, but I see the narrative. Evermoon, we need a safe. You know, the first one was proof of weak hands. That was in 2017. The second run was safemoon. The third run, or I could say cycle, is Evermoon. It's that simple. You don't have to like it. It just is what it is. And it's presenting itself to be that.
Mm-hmm.
That's simple. When you look at PulseChain, the first one was Ethereum. The second one was Solana. Well, the third one, for me, I don't see anything else coming out. PulseChain, there it is. Like, that's that. So, Hoppy, the first run was Dogecoin. second one was Shiba Inu. The third one, they switched it up for you. It's not a dog this time. It's actually a frog. Pepe. But you've got Hoppy right there along with Pepe. Does it have what it takes to get over that hump, that $10 million market cap hump, and just go? We will see. Pepe did the same thing. It struggled with the $10 million mark, and it just turned around and said, see ya. So what I'm doing is I'm just setting my portfolio up for success. My big play is PulseChain.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to have about 10 other plays that are there for my portfolio. And then I also have the 30 for 30 million portfolio also, which I will be switching up. There are some plays out there that I do want to switch up that I'm watching over that are utility plays, because I do need to get that to, 3 million worth. So I'm setting up for bangers, peeps. It's that simple. Whether you like it and you think it's too high, that's on you. But there's a lot of coins. There's another $3 trillion coming into the market from the top of the previous market, in my belief. So that's a total of $5 trillion from the market cap now. That is a lot of money.
Is there more than that even?
I'm just being safe saying it'll be a $6 billion market cap.
All right.
Right now we're sitting at 1.2. So I'm saying 5 more trillions coming in the market. I'm setting myself up for success. I'm sorry if you don't see that PulseChain is the next layer 1 and there's no other layer 1s coming out, and there's $5 trillion with a T trillion dollars coming into this market. I don't know what to say to you, man. You're not ready to go. So get yourself ready to go. Awoke. The Twitter sphere is about to hear about it. That's all I got.
Yep. Get right, get ready, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern on Shilting.
So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that green. Yo, they got a lit show, Crypto King, showing you how to invest and live your dreams. So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to